Hello all, and welcome back to my channel, Drunk Crafts with Paige. I am Paige, and this week I just have a regular unfiltered cider, nothing new or fancy. And welcome back to another episode of I saw this on TikTok and it looked cool, so I wanted to try it. The title is a work in progress. But basically, I saw this craft on TikTok and it looked really pretty and actually really simple. And I thought to myself, is it really that simple? So we're gonna give it a shot. We are going to be hopping on the trend of doing glass Spotify songs. And for those of you who might not know what that is, it's basically taking the screen when you're playing a song on Spotify or even iTunes that has the name and the play bar and the album art, and we're gonna put that on glass, which is really great for me because I have a bunch of picture frames left over from my wedding, and we can use my first dance song. So if you are interested in seeing, is this really all that easy and how ours turns out, please continue watching. One of the main reasons this project intrigued me is because one, it appears to be super simple, and number two, it actually requires a lot of things that I already have from my wedding. So first, I've got this tiny little picture frame. This is actually just a 5x7 one. Obviously, you guys can do this with a bigger frame if you so choose. And all we need is the glass. Get all of that stuff out of the way. So there's my piece of glass. I also created a template for this Spotify song. When I Googled this, there were so many different options. There are so many different layouts that you can use. Obviously, you could just bring up the song if you have Spotify on your phone and just take a screenshot. I did a lot of my stuff on the computer. I'm probably gonna go with this one that has the height of 7. I also have some tape, and we're gonna use that to tape our piece of glass into place so this template isn't scooching around as we try to draw on the glass. Also, just little note, be careful. This is a pane of glass, so be careful when you're handling it. I don't want you guys to take chunks out of your fingers. So now that it's taped in place, the only other things we're gonna need, I'm gonna quick hit it with some isopropyl alcohol to remove any of my finger smudges from taping it down. And the last item I have is a white oil-based paint pen. I'm gonna use oil-based, so it's gonna stay put. If you prefer to use a chalk pen like we have for numerous wood projects, that's up to you. The chalk markers are kind of nice because they're not permanent, and you can go and take a wet cloth and remove them. But because they're not permanent, you also need to cover them with some kind of clear coating on top. So this oil-based one is not gonna move, so I'm gonna try to be very, very careful when I draw on it. Basically, we're gonna be using this oil-based paint pen to trace and color in everything from the play button to the play bar, and even this is kind of nifty. It's a little Spotify scanner that if you scan the song, it's actually gonna bring it up. And I thought that was really cool to add as well if someone wanted to listen to the song. But I'm going to outline and color in everything, including the words, and we're gonna add the album artwork later. Here is our piece after going over everything once with the paint pen. Firstly, I had to make the text so much larger because the pen was too big and the letters were bleeding together. Same thing with the numbers. But with some of these thicker areas like the pause button and even the heart, I'm gonna have to go over a couple of times to get a really nice solid white. Here is our glass piece, 2 coats of the white paint. I think it looks pretty solid. But our last finishing touch is adding our photo. I have mine. I printed it out and measured the space. Mine is about 3 inches across and 2.5 tall. So it's sort of rectangular, so it looks a bit like album artwork. And I'm just gonna use some double-sided tape to stick it down. I don't know if there's a better way to adhere the picture. I'm afraid that glue would seep through the paper and that anything else might just pop off the glass. But I have seen some people on TikTok using the double-sided tape, so we're gonna go that route. Our Spotify song is done and it just looks so cute. This really was a simple process, but something to make it even easier would be a bigger piece of glass. I just used the tiny picture frame pane of glass because it's what I had available, but I would highly suggest a bigger version because I had a really hard time writing some of the letters with my oil pen without some of the letters globbing together and looking weird. And it was actually really hard to do a second coat without screwing up some of the letters. I did also try to scan the lines of the Spotify song that I put on, and it doesn't want to scan. It scans just fine on the picture that I used as the template, but my painted version doesn't want to scan. But I think it does add just a little bit of a extra touch to it. So here it is, holding it carefully because it is glass. But here it is. It's so cute. So far, the double-sided tape has held. I'm not sure if that will change over time, and maybe if we decide to do a bigger version, maybe I'll test out some glue. I don't know. But here are some up-close shots of this piece outside in the natural light. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I think this is just a cute little keepsake that now I have to remember my own special day, and this would probably make a super cool Christmas gift for anyone who recently got married or have a specific song that means something to them. This was pretty easy, and I think it looks really cute. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. I post videos most Fridays, and all my links for social media are in the description box below. I'll see you guys all for the next one. Cheers!